Players here. Hobbit has so much information on Banana. In fact, he's going to start pushing down and flanking, so the chance of them even going back is less. Smoke in front of library. interz and Exile trying to work together. interz to get the kill. Exile follows it up, and interz gets 3 in total from behind the box. Hobbit's got the... Good shots from Fame. Hang on. How many times are we going to see a deagle absolutely destroy rounds? Seemingly not enough. Hobbit and Exile have to pull it back to 3, but then Exile gets run down. He's probably king of the multi-kill in the group stages, and as they touched on the desk, he's certainly been someone that's found form, but today, so far, hasn't found multis yet. He'll get dropped this time as they round over at quad. Bomb to be planted. Hobbit has to wait out at small pit or moto. Take your pick. And nafany will go on the flank from quad with the MP9. So deagle at the start at range, just destroying this round for the early pick of Shiro. nafany's throwing it down a little bit. I thought Hobbit had that. Double dink either way, but the M4 wins for neaLaN, and that means now nafany has to get Mo. He knows one's low inside of the site. He would have heard that dink through the wall as well, but he's looking toward picking it really quickly. He's got the mobility, but no kid on the play, and is down already. Good response. Risky. Because you've got both AKs on the B side of the map now. And look how close Hobbit is. That smoke dissipating, though, is going to reveal nafany's position. Hobbit pulls one back at least on AdreN. But Hobbit has to fall off oranges, too. Good Molotov came over, bounced off Skybox, and he has nowhere to hide with 2 HP. He thinks the smoke's the best place to be, and Shiro's going to find Fame. So the AK's starting to find their own, but one's down. Again, nafany had that. It's on the ground on entry, and that's a huge problem. They can't get back to it. Hobbit tries to shuffle out, and he's heard by neaLaN, who immediately gets 2 kills. Follows up against Shiro at new box. And bomb to be planted? No, they didn't count for interz. He will be found and go down. 9 seconds. Plant to come in, and Exile trying to rotate over and shut this down, but he's ooh, they actually go for behind Fountain. Luckily, he doesn't spot them, so they'll get the bomb plant in, and it should be K23 to win out this round.
I think Exile, ooh, yeah, that's tough. You're just kind of hoping and praying Vampire was able to just teleport himself back to his old powers of 1.6. That's even going way further back. Good pop flash, good swing. Drive-by from Hobbit, but the ult is forced forward because of the flames, and they cannot escape after that initial success.
Of course, the 5th, and neaLaN's going to be running toward that. Exile's going to hear him because he doesn't think there's anyone down middle and hasn't slowed down at all. Does he consider checking it? AK versus AK. It's going to be Exile, bomb down. Exposed from the bottom of Banana, but he can still hold the position. That's going to give nafany a bit of space, and it's going to be Mo that's desperately charging back toward it. 50 seconds. Fame will find nafany, who wanted to secure the site. Shoulder peek by Exile reveals that the AK, or rather, excuse me, the AWP has gone down, but interz catches out Fame on the AK going the other direction. But AdreN is gone. It doesn't matter because Mo's picked up the bomb, and he'll be able to rotate it over toward A, and this is a race now for interz. No kit in the play, no utility either, just the deagle to work with. And he's going to go toward top middle to see faster and faster. This one's pretty much gone. If he can somehow hold Mo with the ball and get the AK, that's not going to happen as Mo gets the kill. And I think the round bot's 1, but doesn't want to pursue too far on that kill. Shiro inside of Banana, boosted up on the half wall. He'll find the first onto Mo, and a second flash in. He's able to get Fame, excuse me, as well as AdreN. Does at least get 1 in response, but look at the HP from him. He was tagged in that, down to 3. Good find from neaLaN, and Exile's having a trouble getting into this game, getting started, because yesterday he was very good early on. In every map he played, we saw it. Catches out the jump, the run boost off of Balcony, but now it's going to be has to hold the position, and a defensive smoke will cost him his life, because neaLaN's able to get around the corner before his gun was drawn and ready to battle. That brings it back to a 2-on-2. He'll be thrown toward library. Hobbit can't make the FAMAS work at range. And once again, we find ourselves with nafany. Low HP! He's got both. Bomb had to get across, and they try.
The initial contact of your defense, and AdreN's going to try and sneak in.
Hobbit knew he was there. Didn't elect to throw out the incendiary. Didn't think he could walk through the smoke, and apparently neither did nafany. And now Hobbit realizes they've got a problem and tries to desperately spray through the smoke, but no one on the receiving end. Blitz. interz does manage to take down neaLaN, but Shiro was actually, that was actually a trade as interz wrapped around, so Shiro fell just before that. And I have to say, neaLaN's looked very good on these entries, winning a lot of cruise.
And once you get the kill that fast and that quietly, and you haven't cheated anyone over already in a 4-on-5.
Aware of that as the smoke at library very deep. That's going to be a gap. Can't hit the quick scope on the first one. He does on the second, and that's the bomb carrier, and that's the call for Axile to walk out. He got neaLaN. That was the man we talked about that wanted to lurk in late, and then he doubles up as he always does. And it's AdreN that gets nailed in the head by Shiro's AWP. Next, Mo will hunt him down, but he's really at this point just looking to do economic damage as Hobbit will come around and recover the AW.
Been dangerous. Opening kill. Shiro, this is a lot of transition for this defense. They got to be careful. Almost doubled up, but Hobbit moves over. Here comes the Molotovs. Here's the step piece. Oh, Shiro really needed Hobbit, or did he? 2 kills. neaLaN trades him off. And this is a tough retake. Gambit's still on the other side of the map.
Yeah, I don't even know what the call is on this. I don't think they're going to bother. Exile looking potentially.
Seemed a little clunky as they changed positions. Regardless, 2-round lead.
Because a nadeable position at Sandbags, so the incendiaries to buy him space. Fames come through on the back of the flash, and nafany hears that instead. Excuse me, it was nafany the whole time. Backside supporting him, and nafany's gonna find AdreN as well. So finally, a good banana take from the CTs. They don't exactly have control of it yet, but they've done a very good job of getting the opening kills. Shiro even came around to support. They'll back away, leaving nafany at Sandbag.
Roll a banana. It's an important kill for K23 to get, but it cost them so much. And now back towards the A bomb site where interz and Axile haven't had to use any utility quite yet. Although neaLaN has sneaked up close. This could be huge because Axile won't expect such a quick turn. And neaLaN could even make a play on top of the hay card if he wanted.
Yes, he can. Axile down. They swing and check the corner immediately. AWP of Mo up close. Drops interz down, and the bomb will be planted as a result. And that kill keeps the round alive. In a 1-on-2 post plant. And Mo's going to go aggressive with it as well. Bomb down inside side. He wants to wrap, knowing that they're going to be coming from B. This could be it. This could be the kill. Shadow showing. You can see the head slipping away, but he thinks he's further along the wall, and Shiro somehow gets away with the kill.
Yeah, Shiro slowly just baiting him into that peak. That was perfect. Really well done here. That shadow really was just the perfect thing to pull him out into the open. Nicely done from Gambit. 6, and he again wants to push deep down. Deep smoke, deep Molotov, and deep nades are going to clear things out. That means K23 wants to see what they've got on the other side of the mid-smoke, and it's interz. AdreN gets put down. Trying to make a cheeky play, and now a man advantage to Gambit. Add another one on top of it. Axile gives them an even bigger advantage in this final round of the first half.
Hobbit holding a cubby will try and make a play on this. There is no utility aside from a smoke, so he can be covered, but can't be killed with... I don't think he quite spotted the gun barrel of fame walking out from the back of the hay bales, though. That means they didn't even anticipate. He doesn't trade back, but now he knows gets inside of the broken wall, but doesn't elect to shoot, just tries to bait Mo into it, and Mo gets the better of the duel. interz was actually watching the wrap from Library, but nafany's been able to slip into position in the meantime.
Yeah, but if they hard clear this, I don't think they can actually spot Mo if they hard clear it. Ooh, and he gets baited into a peek.
Oh, no. He thought he could be disciplined, and then he hesitated, and Hobbit get by. It was the second man up the stairs that killed him. Hobbit's got fame. That crossfire completely falls apart. You're right. It was a hard clear, and nafany's done just as well at Library as he reads neaLaN and takes him down with the headshot. It's Norbert versus the world.
That's not what you want to see. Ooh, I wanted to see how that whole setup actually did, but he got a little bit greedy. They can taste economic control. Ooh, mid push as well. Norbert, oh, those nades give away the game. They know what's coming. Good SMG, good deagle from Banana, and all of a sudden Norbert's tearing him apart.
It's still going to give them a chance to rotate back over because they should be able to collect Hobbit's AK based on their position, based on the fact that they've got this round. Hobbit's trying to flood as well. Noise. He goes down, doesn't even get a kill, but Shiro's got to go. 14 needs the bomb plant, and he puts it in, but look who's close. Full of HP. MP9, easy kill, easy round from K23 in the end, but at least Gambit salvage of moments out of this, Jason, you have to say.
Yeah, that's at least a nice little silver lining considering the way it began. And man, they had a real window of opportunity. That play could have been made way, way earlier, but obviously there's no way Gambit could have known that. K23 fully committed to the B bomb site, all 4 players. Nice turnaround
action as well. Now that they've lost one man, they'll try and group up and take a collective lead. This is a good crossfire. Fame can step out. nafany might get one. Okay, he's not so confident now.
To cover.
checked. Exile tries to jump by. nafany did jump down to catch out Mo, though, but phenomenal work, you have to say. Good no-scope from Shiro to at least get that kill back, because now it sits at 2-on-2. And Shiro low as well. 9 will go for the bomb plant. Smoke down. interz gets nothing. No read toward library at all. And Norbert's going to go the long way around as a result of that. And interz will hold in the pit. Good find. Takes down Norbert immediately. Now they've got a real chance at this, but who's up against them other than neaLaN, who's been so impressive, and he's going to need 2 great kills here to take the lead for K23. Knows there's one inside of the pit based on the last kill coming in. And move him out. And that gets Hero as he baits the first shot, sees the head, but can't land it with the M4. Tap and hold. No, he's just going to tap it and make sure that he gets the peek back out. And interz just barely holds his nerve. That's and AG's soft stat. There we go. There's Exile again on neaLaN. Hobbit's going to action it off because
if he can find anything, the rest of his teammates are ready to just pop out halls at any moment. Although nafany's going to keep walking. I don't think there's really time for them to come back. They started to when he didn't see anything. Also smoked off in halls. K23 seemed to have a good read. Mo's in trouble. Back behind the corner for the repeat. He finds one. That's the bomb on the deck. 15 seconds. Hobbit and Shiro need to make something happen right now. I don't know if they can. There goes AdreN. One more frag for him, and Mo gets the upshot. It's not something you could just go say, yeah, I'm going to go get an opening kill this round. They did try and get aggressive in the previous round and ended up kind of losing out on their aggressive plays. That's a big-time flank down banana real early on from neaLaN. AdreN and Mo have doubled up on this rap side, and Mo's bored. He wants to go find something out. He's got to be careful, though. He's going to walk right into the crosshair. Shiro's holding this peak. If he goes too deep, Mo is going to get picked off. Now it's AdreN's turn. nafany not ready for that. Good trade.
Not at all. Good trade. I mean, why would you expect there to be an AK after an AWP is trying to peek that, right? So it catches them off entirely by design or otherwise. Norbert, by the way, alone at B is pushed out towards sandbags. So this could be a interesting off angle. Interesting off angle that's going to yield 1 kill and no response on A. And Shiro does get the AWP in position, and all of Gambit rotate over toward Banana, and now it is a 3-on-2 and a late rotation coming out from the B side of the map by Fame. Still not even sure that mid's wide open. It's AdreN that pretty much has to hold this on his own. Is he just going to walk through? Double smoke down. Back turned. Oh my goodness, man. No. He got so lucky not to be spotted, but nearly took 2 down. That was a massive opportunity. He's done a huge amount of damage, which could still come into play as Hobbit backs off and holds in front of the emo position, swings out. AdreN takes him down, but the information that he's rotated to the coffin side is now apparent, and the smokes have dissipated towards CT. He'll have some access, some point of entry. AdreN's going to do it all himself. Good flash from his teammate to get him defenseless as interz, and Shiro smoke. They might have just pulled this retake off unless he can find the lineup on top of the coffin. He's just out of reach. He's just outside of where he normally would defuse from, and it's going to be the round to K23.
That's a retake.
Exile realizes the flames won't reach his feet, so he's not going to give his position away with the use of the smoke. That might be beneficial as he walks out and he gets the lineup. They both come into it, and perfectly again, Exile knows he now can rush toward B, and that's exactly where the bomb is going to go. If he had thrown that smoke to extinguish the flames, that whole play doesn't happen. A bit of patience pays off. And now Mo does at least hit the leg shot onto nafany as he fires blindly inside of the site. He's even watching for a counter boost at New Box to see if they'll rotate around. But what a response from Gambit. A little bit of luck, but also some wits from Exile to make that play happen.
14 to 12 in the favor of Gambit.
AdreN spots the gun barrel, fires very, very early at Shiro, knowing that after he checked on in boiler already. And look at AdreN as well. Hobbit's not going to have this easily done. It's a go. Oh, wow. They've read this. That's a good read. Man, oh man. Look at the damage done, and Hobbit will collect as Mo runs away. There was a headshot in the meantime onto Norbert that came out from the gun of Exile yet again, and AdreN's going to try and do something with this deagle, try and put a third person in the same position. That also means he picks up the M4, and that is enough to get interz down, and the bomb, and catch off Hobbit. They're not ready for the double rotation as he swings both directions. Good read. Brings neaLaN back into the picture. AdreN finds a third, but that's all he'll get in the round. And it's going to be Gambit taking map 1 in a close 16-12. And I say close despite that is a 4-round gap. And that is important. I kind of agree with what Donkey said, that this has become the pug map. It's become a standard map in the pool, and a lot of times teams think that it's kind of done to death, but Gambit's been pretty consistent this time, however. It's Hobbit again that's going to go down early, and it's AdreN that will punish him.
Yeah, I feel like Gambit's style plays really well on this map, though. I think that's part of the reason why they're having so much success on it. 2 early kills for K23, AdreN and Norbert to get those. And finally, a response, a rebuttal, and a second one. Oh, they get caught. Jungle is now exposed. Connector is now exposed, and Mo's got to back away. Norbert's inside of the site, blinded. Gushed as well, although not too much damage taken. That's a good spin around. And finally, these trades actually aren't even giving anyone an advantage. Axile's going to get another one. nafany now spots out Mo, and it's a 1 versus 2, but the bomb is going to the other side of the map.
Yeah, and Mo's going to try to chase. No, he's not. I thought he was just going to try to hunt nafany down. I think he's all too aware that if he goes around the corner and too much noise is made, he'll just turn and get the angle on him. Instead, though, he could still cut him off from... They haven't shown themselves at all, and they're both going to peek from the same angle as he jumps up. And Axile's being so disciplined in this. That this Mo must now... Okay, that's actually pretty sick that he actually does anticipate that there's 2 in transition because... God, Exile, he's already...
Mid-centric setup. AdreN connector, Fame in the window, now blocked up by Smoke, and Mo with that AWP. Ooh, and he's going to get an easy one. nafany crouch slides right into it.
With that AUG trying to use the moment to get AdreN, gets interz just barely. In fact, the bullet comes into the frame. Finally take him down, and he doubles up and takes down Hobbit before Shiro's able to get an angle jumping across the blocks. Finding Fame is going to level the situation, level the round, but it's gone again as Mo's taking out Shiro, and it's all on Axil to try and find 4 kills total to win this, but 3 players left alive, and he can't even find the first. Mo with the AWP. Well, we've got Hobbit taking out Mo early enough on, but just curious as to...
Radio broadcast, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, radio broadcast. Well, I was also lagging out a little bit in GoTV, so I think it's a GoTV hold the position, but no rotation yet from AdreN or Fame. And this is all about utility now, and he's not got any left, and he's only got 1 flash, and he's gone to Axile already, so it should be a bomb plant in B, and AdreN and Fame aren't even rotating, so it'll be a save. Jason, I know they get to look at our pretty faces, not quite as good looking as the game, but Gambit will take this 4-1 on a pretty simple B take in the end.
I had to turn the lighting on. I didn't have my proper
for the production side, but it did lag for me for a minute. But then we got back underway. They're trying to hunt AdreN. He smokes himself back and tries to flash over the truck, but they don't go that direction. They actually bypass it completely. That means Fame is in a world of trouble because he's not anticipating them to be inside the same quite so effectively and aggressively as nafany gets 1 back. But AdreN has at least got the trade. Shiro. He'll hold with an AWP directly inside of the site as we see him do very, very often, staring at the checker doorway. And no one coming from the apartment's position means that he's going to be quite comfortable to stay there the entire time. Shoulder bait twice, takes the shot out of him, but he goes back for more. And AdreN found and left on the floor as Shiro then goes to the window and gets Norbert's, and Mo is going to go to the wall and run away.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's a real powerful hit out of Gambit at that B bomb site. Even the players initially jumping out of the window, not necessarily even going to clear out the bomb site. When the defensive smoke comes out from neaLaN, they kind of bypass it and push to the other side of the bomb site. They go take out the rotator. Over rotation. And Gambit has seen and heard nothing at the B bomb site, so now they're starting to investigate A, and they've got a kill, and the bomb site is wide open.
Mo now catwalk, trying to do what he can with the angle he's been presented, given that the rotation was already happening. Fame's going to rotate back, push through. Maybe with timing, yes, he does. Right through it, knowing that they're still trying to exit onto the site. Hobbit instead finds the kill on a Fame, and Shiro follows up to get Norbert down as neaLaN, the only one to get a kill in response so far, will shut down interz. Try desperately to do more than that, but from Ticket Booth, he'll start to fall off the angle. Doesn't want utility thrown at him. And as Mo gets a kill on Axile way over toward B with the AWP, this round looking more and more like a save as well, unless neaLaN somehow is gifted an opportunity to walk back in late. We have seen 1v5 ninjas on this map before. Snacks comes to mind.
Now we're really going back. God bless. That's back.
That's a famous one, all right?
Yeah, it's 5 years ago. Pick for nafany. There's the auto sniper with 1 kill, and Axile it's got the name for a reason.
Yeah. Absolutely the murder hole for an absolute reason is Norbert's auto sniper catches interz. That's the bomb trying to get inside of the site. 12 seconds. They may not have this. In fact, they definitely don't now. Crossfire set up. Shiro can't spin fast enough to find AdreN.
It's going to take the dak to the A-bomb site. Mo again in middle with the AWP. I believe he just got a leg shot on the Hobbit as well, but that's a great kill from Exile. Oh, and it all falls apart. Willing to take that duel against the auto sniper and completely annihilated. Norbert, Mo, and AdreN all fall so quickly and the round's over.
That is a stupendous entry. Every single shot was hit. Gambit showing off the individual skill rather than just any tactical gameplay. They just, in the duels, all it done. Fame, a little boost inside a checker, but Shiro knows that angle all too well and peeks back out with the AWP to take him down through the edge of the smoke. neaLaN's isolated as well, an underpass, and they'll hear him running in this direction as already you've got Hobbit waiting for him to arrive. Hobbit's low enough HP. If it was hard cleared, might have been able to get the kill with the AUG, but get on a purchase, right? You're down 11-2, might as well just bring out everything.
Yeah, well, maybe it was a mistake. Like, hey, that actually worked. Let's go back to it. Let's mistakenly buy it on purpose. It's expensive, though, and there's no utility, really, to help out behind it.
It's like my first day of art school. The most important lesson. Make it look intentional. Yeah. So that's what they're doing, Jason. They've made it look very intentional this round. Norbert's got Hobbit down. Shiro left in a 1 versus 4, and he'll be found by the AWP. 11-3. Toward the A side, 3 rotating in. Hobbit and Shiro combined to take out Norbert, though, and those 3 rotating in from the stairs and from connector need to be very swift in finding kills. So far, it's working out. In fact, neaLaN, oh, I thought he might get Hobbit with a wide swing. nafany's actually, oh no, throwing a nade and taking out Shiro, so they've given a bit back. But is it enough as it still falls to a 1-2? AdreN's got it all to play for, and it's on.
Major winners on the same team. How much does AdreN remember around how Hobbit likes to play these rounds? At the moment, he's not really committed to either side. He's playing it pretty neutral, pretty safe, just staying in the middle of the map so we can have a fast rotation and quickly check on the A-bomb.
Toward checker, Hobbit, crazy corner. Be able to see both entry points in a similar fashion, and it's going to be the door instead. He's got to make sure he's looking the right way, though. He's not! AdreN easily takes him down. Tons of time for the defuse, and we go 11-4 as finally K23 will get back-to-back rounds.
Perhaps some mispositioning there for Hobbit.
Got news for you. The next Millennium's got some pretty good HD comparatively. Backs out, holding out. Catwalk will take out Mo. Sees the jump to window. Now that's information for Hobbit, and he makes good work of it. As nafany also getting a kill is going to leave Hobbit to find 3. Bypass the vents as well on the CT position, so those will stay intact. No, I take it back. Excuse me. They've got that direction. Mo. Straight contact play at Tetris, but a good response from Hobbit. Now, he'll be tantalized by that gun to try and go forward and grab it, but if he does, he'll be watched by neaLaN, and he knew exactly what was going to happen there. He knew that he had to protect the rifle. Shiro, great shot on the deagle, responds by taking down Fame, and we sit 3 aside with 2 M4s still in play. Shiro's already got 1 with that deagle, is looking pretty promising as Norbert now tries to walk and make contact from the other side of the map. AdreN, we caught it late to take down Exile. And Norbert's contact against Shiro seemingly works well. Enters to save already. It's going to now be 12-6.
Okay, here's that fight back that we expected. Or not that we expected, but that we were hoping.
I mean, even go to 100 pin gods. You had Winter looking great. Gary's been quite good on
with him. And a 2-2-1 for K23 with Fame and Mo and Palace. And it looks like they want to get aggressive. Hobbit's going to be in trouble.
Trouble indeed, but Shiro has the opener, as he's done so many times in this game. Norbert try and exploit middle as smoke's fade. Positioning, going inside a window to respond, but he doesn't know that. He does read Exile so well. That's good awareness. I mean, he knows there's no chance that mid's gonna be left that open. So if he doesn't see someone at window, he checks the most obvious other angle. Hobbit at least gets a trend back, but will slow down ever so slightly, and Norbert, as we know, is still in that mid position, still trying to work in from connector. Damage onto Shiro, but no kills yet. And Hobbit may have missed his opportunity on Fame, who's going to try and sneak out from below. Norbert's backing away. Fame, unfortunately, got a little bit too comfortable, I think. It didn't clear the angles. So Hobbit gets a trade that brings this back to a 1-man advantage in favor of Gambit. Norbert's still just looking for a response, looking for a counter peek, and Starting to think it perhaps, or is he gonna do one better? He takes down nafany, his teammate inside of the site. They'll flash off to CT. Bomb gonna be planted now. As neaLaN goes into position, interz wants to work back in from jungle, and he knows that he has to be on the site, but can he swing wide enough? Can he spot him soon enough? As Norbert makes his way back through middle. Great jump off catwalk to make that possible, and he is having a hell of a round as he's up to 3 kills, but interz knows that he's out toward mid, and he wants to try and play this and isolate this quickly because he does not have a kit. He needs to chase this kill down and run back for the bomb, and he's done just enough, interz, and Gambit will get number 13.
That's a huge 1v2 win. Nicely done from interz. I actually thought nafany played that at top connector really, really well. I thought he had his opposition fooled. And man, did Norbert slow play his position. I was waiting so long for him to get involved in the action, and he picked a great timing. Triple kill for him.
So Gambit hang on for one more win, but again, they still need to establish their economy. Norbert starting off the way he finished the last round.
Yeah.
Did he just collateral that?
No. They marched straight into...
Okay, it was through ticket. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. They marched straight into a 2-ramp, 2-palace hit with a 1-pop flash, and Norbert found a great timing. I think he killed the first player. Knowing
the situation economically, knowing that these guns mean everything to Gambit. In fact, he's got fame to flash in as well. It goes too deep. interz has his vision, knows there's 3 guns to work with. Keep that in mind. Out. Shot from an AK, and Axal finds him to take him down. Now that should signal the entrance onto A, and Hobbit's trying to flank with only a USP. That's going to be so difficult against the head armor. Sees them both, goes immediately for the man with the bomb and the AWP. That'll at least slow things down. He doesn't get the gun from it. He's immediately traded, but it does give the chance to get in position, and that's exactly what Shiro does, all on to fame in the 1-on-4, as he has to hold from top side of balcony for an angle to catch out headshots. He finds only one, and Axile comes back into the round. Swinging at pillars behind the quad, trying to see exactly what he can find. The B-side knows that they're in there. Here's the utility, but AdreN with the Tech 9 is still able to open it up. Hobbit has to change his position and get down below in shadow. neaLaN's the one that's going to creep silently to try and find him and get the headshot with a deagle. nafany and Hobbit managed to get going down, but it's going to be Gambit with the round, the win, the map, the series. And as a result, like I say, the upper bracket final. So a little bit more controlled, a little bit smoother.